For your Friday viewing pleasure, everyone, we're going to go back and revisit yet again the case of Olivia Henderson, aka the DoorDash girl.
I'm the victim, remember?
Now, you all know what happened a few months ago. She went to drop off a DoorDash order to this unsuspecting individual that ordered some food. She went to the door. His door was somehow open. We're trying to figure out still, she opened it or it was already open. I suspect it was already open. Anyway, she went to the door. He was in a state of undress. She screamed out and yelled that she was the victim, that she was being, essayed and things like that. This person purposely revealed himself to her knowing she was coming to drop off his food. Well, anyway, the cops showed up. Okay. They ended up charging her for unlawful surveillance and unlawful dissemination of said surveillance. She's been to court. This would be now her second time going to court. And do you know what happened, everyone? I'll let you know, because to be honest with you, her and her legal team is still playing the victim.
I'm the victim, remember?
Okay, so we're going to get into it. Before I do, if you're not the victim, then try to let me know by hitting the like button, okay? And if you're new to the channel, then hit the subscribe button and that notification bell. To further contribute to the channel, please, I implore you to hit the hype button down below. And if you would, please, and join the channel membership, okay? Join the channel membership. That will help me out greatly in the algorithm, okay? So with that being said, let's listen to the DoorDash girl, her legal team rather. Let us know how much she is still the victim.
The so-called DoorDash girl headed to trial in Oswego County. 23-year-old Olivia Henderson back in court today. News Channel 9 senior reporter Andrew Donovan explains what happens next in this high-profile case.
The internet can't seem to get enough of the criminal case of Olivia Henderson, the now former DoorDash driver, on TikTok, claiming she was sexually harassed by a customer, naked, asleep on his couch, when she delivered his order last year. But then police charged her because she recorded him and posted the video.
I think there's very little argument on what the evidence actually is, on what actually happened. It's whether that what happened rises to what they say it rises to. And we're very convinced, from the beginning of this case, I've been very convinced that it does not.
We're not done yet, okay? But you saw what her public defender said, right? Basically, his argument is, well, because his door was open and he was in a state of undress and she was able to see it, he therefore loses the right of privacy because his door wasn't closed and things like that. So he was actually inside, even though he was in his house, because you were able to essentially see inside his domain, that he loses the, whatever defense of privacy. Okay. But okay, let's continue.
Her public defender challenging the prosecution's narrative she invaded her victim's privacy, an argument he's asking the judge to rule on.
Well, it is reasonable to expect for most people that you have privacy. If you do something to not have privacy, then you no longer have a reasonable expectation of privacy.
Emphasizing it was the customer who left the solid door open with just the glass door as the barrier to his home. It's now clear Olivia Henderson won't plead guilty. This case won't be resolved by a plea agreement. She's scheduled for trial in January, but if another case resolves itself earlier, Olivia Henderson will face a jury in October. But even before those possible trial dates, Olivia Henderson is scheduled to be back in court in September. In Oswego, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.
So you hear all that, right? So the DoorDash girl has pleaded not guilty. Instead of taking a plea, which I believe a plea was on the table, if I'm not mistaken. Now she has elected, her and her legal team, her public defender has elected to take this to court. And if she loses, again, per my last video on Armchair Anchorman, if she loses this case, she could face up to 8 years. Now, this is a, young, probably liberal white girl here. So she probably won't get 8 years for this. But in any case, if she takes this to trial and she loses this, okay, there could be some kind of stiffer penalty than the plea she probably had, which was, I don't know, probably maybe anger management or therapy or something, maybe some type of, minuscule restitution or something. But if she decides to take this to trial now, again, she still claims she's innocent. There's people on social media on TikTok and other platforms that's still on her side, that still thinks she is the victim, that she was wrong because DoorDash didn't defend her. They fired her. They closed her account. people were, saying she wasn't no victim, she wasn't done wrong. This man didn't purposely, reveal himself of undressed to her, things like that. This is some nasty work, okay? But y'all see it, right? She pled not guilty. I think she goes back to court in October. We'll continue with the case and we'll see where it goes and what the penalty is, if she's guilty or not guilty. And if so, what does she get for the guilty verdict? Yeah, there you go. And of course, with that being said, thank you for taking another episode of the Working Man Podcast. I am your host, Nicholas J. Fury. Let me know what you think about all of this down in the comment section. Please, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell will be out of the door. And I will see you on the next video.